Jump right in this shit, man. I hope y'all doing all right today, man. I'm Big Boss. Um, 2024, 11/11 is the date, and I got a problem. I've been having a problem, and I believe other men of all races, as well as certain women who understand shit is out of control. Sex appeal being the number one leading thing that sells shit. Um, is really skyrocketed since um, the pandemic situation. I watch young ladies who barely got 5 or 10, 15 people, if that, commenting or liking their pictures. All of a sudden took that, excuse me, that one picture in their bra or that bikini picture, seeing the amount of people and exposure and popularity it gained her, and kept it going. I see so many women, especially our women, take all their pictures with fuck fingers, with gang signs, with guns, or they turn their whole ass around now and twerk every time somebody says something about taking a picture. If you check, I would say 95% of black women between the age of 13 and 45, they will have at least 1,000 selfies in their phone of themselves with different outfits, different hairstyles, different makeup, different everything, time and time again. No matter, it's this same person, but they constantly are obsessed with how they look. They're not obsessed with their health. They're not. Now I'm leaving that room for all you women who work out every day, who exercise daily, who walk, jog, run, elliptical machine. You eat properly. They're not obsessed with their diet and eating the proper things to be healthy, to be able to be their best. They're not obsessed with their knowledge and growth that could help them get to where they're trying to go to elevate their life. They're not obsessed with any of those things. They're not obsessed with their education. They're not obsessed with their children and parenting. They're not obsessed with it. They're obsessed with the talking points of men and women on the internet that say shit that aligns with their thought process of, I don't have, and I need someone who does have to do for me, or I do have, now I need somebody who has more than me so I can stop doing as much for myself. Cause fuck what you talking about. It's a whole bunch of women who got money. Them bitches is lonely. They desperate. They're down bad. They're depressed. They got anxiety. They got trust issues. They got all this shit. But they don't get on this internet and tell the truth about themselves. It's always this nigga did this nigga did this person did this. What the fuck decisions and choices did you make, baby girl? So I'm gonna listen to a conversation between Jody Breeze and Erin Ray, some lady. I don't know what she does or why she's on here. But the conversation from the title is about women being narcissists, which is something they put on us a lot. Men, we're narcissists, we're manipulators, we're liars, we're cheaters, we're nothing of substance. But I believe this white boy asked in a clip, since we all that and we so fucked up, who you having babies with? Cause still 60% or more of black men are childless and single. So who the fuck are y'all having all the children with? All these narcissist crazy niggas that you can't stand, you don't love, you don't want him to be a father, you don't want to lead, but want him to lead you or tell you shit because he got some pussy from somebody else? Are you crazy? Come on, man, ladies, you should know better than that. Let's have a conversation. Hold on. my sound go, man?
Volume max. Volume max. Connected. Connected. Power on.
Bluetooth mode.
Connect.
Oh, connected. Connected. Both. Hold on.
What? You know what narcissists are? Women.
You?
Women.
Jody?
Women.
Okay,
They the one came up with the word
A white man came up with the narcissist.
No,
Let's be clear.
I'm talking about since this shit been done surfaced. All women.
But
hold on. Let me finish.
You gotta let him
Let me finish. Look, when you hear the word narcissist, especially the last past year or two, or how long people been saying narcissist, because nobody been saying narcissist.
Exactly.
Who the f has been saying narcissist? Who gets into an argument and says you just a fucking narcissist?
Educated people.
Man, don't nobody listen. Nobody ain't been saying no fucking narcissist.
I will agree that it's grown. The trend has grown.
Soon as we heard about a narcissist on these phones and all these clips, guess who's saying it?
Women. Is this true, Aaron Ray? Is women bringing narcissism to the table?
So if you call somebody when you call somebody a narcissist, you're the narcissist. If you can call somebody a narcissist, you're the narcissist. That's a fact.
So hold on, let me ask you this, Beehive, because we can rewind the tape.
That's a fact.
Did he not call somebody a narcissist?
No, you did.
No, you said.
You did.
You know who's the narcissist, Beehive?
Women.
Yes,
women.
And you just said just now, if you call somebody a narcissist,
but who calls us narcissists?
Women.
Okay then.
Did you? But you started the conversation.
How can you? I don't even say narcissist.
You just said it.
I don't even say
Several
that.
times.
Who the hell am you a narcissist? Nah, you think it's all about you. Accountability. You the problem. You the fucking problem.
My God.
It ain't him, her, him. No, you the problem, bitch. But you run around here keep saying he did it. You doing it. That's a fucking narcissist. And then they never your fault.
Yeah.
It's always our fault. You done did everything right. You don't do shit. Okay, so you God. You God. And I'm the devil.
We all are. He lives within
Shit, your ass. Look, man.
He lives within all of us.
That's a full-blown narcissist. And I want women to understand and know that. This the camera. Know that you are the narcissist, and they don't spread worldwide. So you got bitches everywhere. I'll call you a narcissist in a minute. You ain't never said narcissist in your life before.
Let me ask you this: have you ever looked up the word narcissist and
Yes,
thought to
and
yourself, "Dang, that sounds like Joey"?
No, hell no.
Oh.
When they started saying
You
narcissist,
should.
I wanted to make sure that I got the direct definition of this word. And when
Get the definition real quick and read it out loud so everybody.
Someone who has an excessive focus on themselves and their needs, often at the expense of others.
Now,
who is the? Hold
Can you
stop? Can you hold on?
That sounds like Joey.
Beehive. Listen. You just did something. You just did something. Now.
Let me start this conversation real quick. Do you see how niggerish, how manly, how non-feminine, non-ladylike, non-quaint our women be talking in conversations with men? First off, our women didn't really speak amongst men when we were coming up. I'm talking about those who were born in the 1900s, and you know good and hell well, I don't give a fuck about how much your grandma, great-grandma took care of the children in the house and did this and that. She didn't get up in goddamn granddaddy face talking about what the fuck it is and what it ain't and what she don't want to hear and how she feel about what the fuck he doing. Bitch, you can go find somewhere else to goddamn stay. Remember them times? You have no money, no education. and 3-4 motherfucking children at least. 5, 6, 7 motherfucking children at the minimum. 8, 9, 10 children at the norm. 11, 12, 14, 15, goddamn 16, 17, nigga, if shit were going right. Why the fuck, cause y'all make some money, have you forgot where the fuck you come from? It's men still want to be great providers, even though the times are different. They know good and hell well, unless I'm a fucking scientist, a doctor, a basketball player, this, that, and the next, a research analyst, an engineer that make 100 to 150 to 200,000. If you not making $250,000 a year, nigga, it's very difficult to say I'm gonna take care of everybody inside this house, and it ain't just me. It's this bitch. It's either the kids we got together or the kids she had with this other nigga, plus some kids I done had with the bitch. Everybody in here. I gotta pay for all the groceries, all the utilities, all the water, everything. Everything. Toiletries. Motherfucking, they starting to play sports. Their shoes, their clothes, There's some men who still want to be that. It's some men that still standing on it at my age that's saying, I want to be that. It's even some niggas that I don't agree with, not simply because I don't make enough money. It's because I know it's not a logical thing to have one person foot load on every motherfucking thing. Where you can't depend never on the other person to do shit, and y'all supposed to be a fucking partnership. He ain't gonna never change the baby or watch the baby. It's all on the bitch. He ain't gonna never do no dishes or wash no clothes. It's always on the bitch. No, man, I'ma get in there. I don't mind helping. But doing everything, the expectation of doing everything, ain't even noticing what the fucking world is. You can work 3, 4 jobs. You can, and I still won't have enough money. And now I done lost all the time with my fucking family and my children, and my health is done shot to the goddamn ground because I'm working my motherfucking ass off. I'm not eating properly. I'm not sleeping properly. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm just working to make deals that then I'm still falling short because the economy and the way they pay us ain't fucking balanced. Our black women don't understand that. Unless you are 25 different things that you could, entrepreneur is one of them. But if you ain't got the support of your own people, which I do not, my own family don't even support what I do. And I cook food mainly. I do lawn service. I do work inside the home. I do moving. I do cleanups. We build shit. Whatever the fuck need to be done, that's the only thing I don't do. And I would love to learn is about some car shit. You know what I mean? I know how to change the tire and change the oil and shit like this, that, put some oil in the car, this, that, and that. But we talking about changing your brakes on any vehicle, goddamn, getting up under there, knowing what you need as far as your spark plugs, and it is with these newer cars, it's a little different. But my thing is, our women don't seem to understand the country we live in. They talk shit from the perspective of the few. You can't even name 1,000 men that do not play basketball, football, baseball, professionally or in college. Entertainers, whether it be movies or damn TV shows, that you know personally makes over $250,000 a year. Women keep telling me about these small percentages of men acting like everyone should make $250,000 a year because you woke up today, because you're a man. Go ahead and just make $250,000. Making money in this country for a lot of us, it's a numbers game. It's only so many finna get let in. All right. It's just like a man choosing his dick size. If every man chose how much motherfucking dick he would have, I think he would have a nice amount. But you women think the same way men are born and have these standards of yesteryear, that he should just tell the world how much money he need to take care of his family, friends, or whatever he need, and then the universe should supply. If that's the case, why are there so many working families, not just individual men, working families that are still living paycheck to paycheck, with two household incomes coming in? They still ain't got it to the point that if both of them was in a car accident in 6 months, they was in recovery in the hospital with bills piling at the house, the kids shit going on, and their hospital bills, that they could take care of all that. And that's a husband and wife situation, or a long-term relationship going on. And if something happened to them, there is no 30, 40,000, $100,000 savings that they're gonna fall back. Nigga who made a good amount of money, why isn't that the norm? Why isn't the average that men get paid in this country? Because we know we gotta take care of y'all and run households. They just go ahead and flat rate us $80,000 a year. If a nigga can't do right with $80,000 a year, just flat rate, coming out of high school, you can make $80,000 a year, nigga, if you get up and go to work every day, nigga. If you get up out your bed, stop playing that game, stop chasing these hoes, you can make motherfucking 80. That ain't how it go. He could go take his ass to work for 3-4 jobs. He could drive Lyft, Uber Eats, Grubhub, blah, 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 work at the warehouse. It ain't gonna come to 80 after them taxes get up on his ass. So what the fuck is women acting like men choose the amount of money they make? They do choose it. If you was to do better, bitch, what the fuck do you do? If niggas didn't want to fuck you, who knows where the fuck you would be right now. Don't ever forget your place.
And also, I got a few more, an exaggerated sense of self-importance, and excessive need for admiration, a diminished ability to empathize with others.
Listen, check this out, right? See, it's easy for her to point over this way. But watch this, though. Read that first definition you read just then.
A narcissist is someone who has an excessive focus on themselves and their needs, often at the expense of others.
Okay, and what do women do all day, every day?
So
hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
Question.
What do women? What is the basic life of a woman? Ooh. Read that again, bro.
Someone who has an excessive focus on themselves and their needs, often at the expense of others.
Who? Ooh. That's when you point that way.
So okay.
Yeah, this when you point this way.
He's cooking there right
now. Yeah, them big fat.
He's not.
Now whatever else you're talking about. Man, you already that shit already out there though.
He's not.
That's a narcissist.
No, so literally, are women not? Do people not always say, "Oh, women are nurturers. They're always taking care. They're always this." So that's
she's cooking now.
Because the thing about it is that Jody is the person.
Or eggs and cheese. What?
Jody
is cooking?
Definitely one. But let me say this.
That's how you don't even know me.
But the thing is, Jody.
So how can you say what I am? You don't even know me.
Everything that you say normally is Jody's the best. Jody's this. Jody is so great. Jody's the realest nigga. That is a self-admiration.
Let me let you learn something.
Did you not ask me?
No, but let me learn you something.
Did you not ask me to listen to you?
I can say what I want to say about me.
I let him talk. He won't even listen. He won't even listen now. He won't even listen because the narcissist can't even hear you. So next
girl, you can't tell me about me, girl. You is crazy.
You literally just proved the point.
I said women are narcissists and you one of them.
When I started talking, you could not even allow me to because you had to get your point across about you being the greatest.
You speaking on me, bro. First of all, Erin Ray don't know me. She know of me, or what she thinks she know of me, but Erin Ray don't know me. So that for one. Mm-hmm. So Erin Ray could never tell Jody about Jody. You won't be around me like that. Ooh. So you got to stick to who you know. Second of all, when we talking about narcissists, we read the definition of a female.
And did it not read him?
And listen, who is the main people on this earth that calls people narcissists? Men don't call people narcissists.
Because they are one. Because if I'm a cheating ass nigga and I come home every day like, why are you mad at me? Because I'm a cheating ass nigga. What? I'm mad at you because you're doing me dirty. You can't see how you doing me dirty because it's all about you. You have your cake, you eat it too. You want me to come home, cook you some chicken Alfredo, do all this crazy ass shit, cook your dinner, wash wash your drawers and still cheat on me and wonder why I'm mad at you? Does that not sound like a narcissistic person? Like, oh yeah, do everything
No.
I say to.
It sounds like a nigga who like to fuck. It sounds like the average nigga.
And what
Here you talking about? What a bitch talking about? It sounds a narcissist. Now, they don't know other terminologies because, of course, I told you they're obsessed with how they look. The beauty supply industry is out of control because a bitch ain't okay with how she look. So every day she needs to put some on, do something to her hair, do something to her face, do something to something, lift her titties up, wear some heels to be higher. You gotta do something to be okay with how you gotta how you live life. That's first and foremost. She talking about why is every bitch getting cheated on and shit? Like that's all hoes talking about. If y'all don't know niggas fuck other bitches, y'all gotta come up out of this shit thinking like, oh, we supposed to give a fuck about a bitch. Nobody care about no bitch talking. Doing nothing other than being naked is what niggas really like about y'all. Y'all wanna hear shit like this? Y'all wanna hear the truth? If niggas didn't wanna fuck you, your lives will be in turmoil. A lot of you. A lot of you are spared because you're decent and you're fuckable by men in general. Not me. Men in general. You're fuckable to men. So they leave you be. They leave you alone. But they want that pussy.
I don't care about that.
So they
I
open
want
the
to see
door
what
and
you
shit.
on. Like, who is you, bro? Like, what you got going on? Yeah, they're what make niggas different. You feel what I'm saying? It's just
Jody
different.
swear he different. Everything is I'm different.
It
I'm
is.
different.
It is.
Sky's blue. I'm different. Today
Yeah.
election day, I put on a suit and tie. I'm different.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Hell yeah.
different.
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
different.
Hell yeah. It works. It works.
Do women love different guys? Because obviously
They love them.
Let me tell you, everybody different.
No, they ain't.
When you first get in a relationship, man, baby, I'm
Yeah.
different from you. Baby, I'm different.
Nah.
Get in there, you be like, another nigga that's just the same.
Nah.
There ain't nothing new under the sun,
You
okay?
can't pick. You got to pick them right.
You do.
Do you hear? She got so much spirit in being a dumb bitch and being wrong. So much veracity about being wrong. She's speaking anecdotally about the general and brushing a broad general brush over the everyday man. This bitch would have to have been with at least 1 million dudes and spent countless hours with each one for her to get the identity of saying, I get with this guy thinking he's something new and it's just another nigga. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. But he didn't make us individually now? That I'm new up under the sun because there's no other me. Behaviors I can mimic or copy. But you ain't seen all behaviors. You haven't seen all personalities. You haven't seen all of nothing. What make a motherfucker speak so broadly about some shit they haven't experienced, but get up in men's faces when we say women act like this, when we got at least a fucking 90% of the women we've come across that aren't our mothers, aren't our sisters, are not people we grew up around, from co-workers to people we went to school with to everyday life. You seeing this behavior in women. Women are coming up to you saying the shit like, I don't trust hoes. Hoes act like this. Ooh, I don't like women. I've been hearing this shit since a child. Yes, do I know women that be like, oh, my best friend is a girl and all that? Yes, that it is a smaller percentage of those women that say I love women and women are fly and they're dope, to the ones who say, deep, I don't trust no hoes. Would you have a bitch around your nigga? Hell no. Would you allow a bitch to do? Hell no. Women are this way. Women are shady. Women are okay. Like they're not one of them. Cool. But women speaking, a female who's born or whatever, y'all calling yourselves these days. And you speaking on shit about a man, you only speaking from the niggas you fuck. Stop talking about other shit.
No, my thing is
You
that
got to pick is how you
what I
pick
tell you
them.
is that the ones that always are different, the so different ones, normally don't normally be as different as they think they are. And I'm sure.
Man, what wrong with this child, man?
I'm just saying.
What wrong with this child?
She said you ain't as different as you think you
what
is.
wrong with this child?
I'm not saying Jody.
This child is crazy. You hear me?
I'm saying just
listen,
in general.
But listen, but this girl know it's a big old difference out here, man.
It is.
And if you can't tell the difference, then you're not different. Because different understand what different is. Because if you don't have enough lame ass niggas in your life, you should know by now when you bump into a real.
Let me say this.
God
Damn,
damn,
this?
bitch.
What is this right here? What is this?
A table?
Okay, you know this is a table. What is this?
It's a table.
It's a table. Okay, so when you sat down at this right here, right? You knew it was a table.
That's right.
Man,
Did the
what's your
table have to
fucking
tell you it
point?
was a table? Because what's understood don't need to be explained.
Ooh.
So niggas that's always trying to tell you what they are all the time, it's just understood that this is a table. We didn't have to get I'm a table. I'm a table.
It depends on where you at. On the part.
You
on
don't
the
need to always tell nobody.
Listen, the question was, what was your question, behind? Because she done went all the way to. She done went all the way to the table. What was the question? What we talking
I
about?
asked her that she like men that are different. You said that you one of the most different folks ever born.
Right. So if you asking about
The difference. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the difference.
Why did you bring up the difference? Because he said he was different. You wasn't just asking that question.
Listen to this
It has to be said to you.
Listen to this,
God.
behind. When you different, it is already understood. Always. But at the same time, when you different, you gotta let people know. Like,
No, you don't, because it's understood.
Yes, you do. This
Man,
is
shut the
2024.
fuck up.
We finna be in 2025. People don't understand. They don't do their research like they used to do their research, and motherfucker already know what's going on. This is a whole new ball game. So if you don't know what's going on, oh yeah, I'll tell you real quick. Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, but you don't have to, because like you said, listen.
You can't tell me how I'm a rock.
I know, I ain't telling you. I'm just saying,
You
you
just
don't,
keep
those
saying
things
I
don't
don't
have to be
to.
done. Because like you said, it's 2024, right? And so many weirdos out here, somebody come across you like, damn, hey, that's a different vibe right there. They didn't have to get told, like, I'm a different vibe. They feel it. It's a feeling.
But
that's
what I'm saying, that what being different is. If you meet somebody, when you a female and you meet a nigga, and you done been around enough lame ass nigga,
you get it. He don't have to tell you.
Exactly. But I'm not saying I'm finna meet a motherfucker and tell a motherfucker, hey, woo, woo, like, woo. I'm gonna show you that. That what make me different. Bruh, my resume and my credentials is a fool. So I don't have to motherfucker know what's up with me. This shit is already in the rain. But we talking about like a nigga who need to be put on some game. You want to be different, bruh, do the opposite of what everybody else doing.
Those are facts.
Do that. Whatever you see everybody else doing in the world, do the opposite.
And
that's what makes you different.
It's either in you.
That's what makes you different.
It ain't on you, baby.
But
so
shut the
you
fuck
gotta
up
figure
with all
out,
these
this is what
sayings.
everybody else is doing. Let me do the different. It ain't in you. That's
No,
not
you
who
can
you are.
learn
That's
how
not a genuine.
You can learn how to be different.
You can learn.
Bro, that's the problem. There it is. That was it. You see, everything that the man say, the woman got some type of slick way of going past that shit to say, no. The fact that you got to even look at what everybody else doing to do something different, nigga. We talking to boys who may be goddamn 12, 13 and up, bro. Like, who is she talking about? You can't get no game to nobody. Nigga, it's got to be in you. What are these sayings, bitch? Are you a mother of somebody? What do you do? Like, no, let me follow this bitch around and see what she does. Like, who are you for real? Like, what the fuck gives you reason and rhyme to talk the way you do about other people? When a nigga giving game and you saying, oh, if the shit ain't in you, it's got to be in you. And that, women, stop saying phrases and shit that you got off the internet about men. y'all come up with these phrases and these words that got something to do with what the fuck a man need to be doing, man. Stop speaking on it. Listening to these duck ass niggas online placating on you, getting money from you. That's telling you men is crazy, men is fucked up. What the fuck is y'all then? Niggas only really want to fuck on y'all and get whatever pleasures we can get out of you. If we doing anything else with you, you ain't serving no purpose to most of us.
You can learn how to pretend.
No, you can learn how to be
real
different.
difference is already in you. That's in you.
Man,
There's no
totally
becoming a real
things.
nigga. You either a real
Not
nigga or you
being
ain't.
real, being different. He said being different. We talking about being different. Real and all that what's in you ain't got nothing to do with being different. You can come up like this and get around some people who move a whole nother kind of way and can show you that, look, that way ain't the way. If you want to be different, you might want to move this way. You can teach somebody how to do that.
It's already in them because different
Oh
niggas.
my
There's a lot of
God.
niggas
It's
in
already
like,
in
oh,
them,
that
bitch.
nigga different.
Who are
He
you
just in the wrong
talking
crowd
about?
right now. He gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But
What are you talking
if you gotta
about?
teach somebody how to be
If
a
you
certain type
gotta-
of way, you can guide a person. Like, hey, look, that's not it right there. You know what I'm
Bitch,
saying?
so
Go
we
this way. It gotta be
semantics,
in you to want to do
wordplay?
that anyway. I can't just be telling you to just
It
do
gotta
all
be
this, all
in you
that.
to be extraordinary. Like, it gotta be in you to be like that nigga. It gotta be in you to be a star or somebody who's solid. Like, it gotta be in you to do that. But you can be different without all that. That's a
Next
fact.
question.
What are the key qualities of being different though versus the average Joe though?
Every time I see a man and a woman conversation, especially amongst us, but it's not limited to other nationalities and races of people in an age demographic point. Anytime a man says something sensical that's not attacking her as a person, but it is addressing the statement and finding holes in your argument, to blanket statement say, you can't teach nobody to be different. It got to be in you. You can guide them, but they got to have it in them to be different. What do you mean, bitch? If I'm around all this every day and this shit going on, this all I know. If ain't nobody pulling a nigga to the side saying, hey man, you don't want to gangbang? You want to hoop and you want to goddamn play tennis and shit? Damn, you want to golf, man. I ain't know that. You want to play an instrument. You want to be in the band, but you grow up around all this all day. Damn. Man, I ain't telling the nigga what to do. I'm giving a nigga game on, hey, giving him a different perspective and a possibility to see something different than what he know. Sometimes we only know what we only know. Talking about it got to be in you. Who is this bitch? How you get the way you at? Ain't nobody told you shit. It was just in you, whatever the fuck. But what's not in you is women's intuition enough that you ain't married with kids and living the best dream of your life. Cause I'ma tell you for goddamn for sure. Ain't no decent woman getting on no motherfucking podcast with Jody Breeze, Wicked Sometime, and goddamn who shit I'm on? My bad. Beehive. Yeah, ain't getting on here with Beehive and motherfucking arguing and raising her voice and talking loud and talking over men. And she married with children to a respectable man where he the head of the household. He wouldn't allow her to be on no podcast. Did you hear what I said? This is an old term from the 1900s. A man who's married to a woman and that man is the head of the household, he's supposed to be everything that woman see as a leader. He ain't gonna have his woman, and he not in the room especially, sitting up here talking to a group of men, talking about and argumentative and debating men about men shit. You better go talk about having a period and goddamn cramps and Lifetime channel shit and fibroids and uteruses and all that type shit. That's the only type of shit you can talk about. Don't nobody want to hear no failed relationship having ass motherfucking woman sitting up here talking about what the fuck men need to be doing and should be doing. Bitch, when have you ever experienced this life you keep telling everybody to be? You bitches on these websites, these dating sites, social media got these paragraphs of what the fuck you looking for in a man. You basically telling everybody you've already dealt with all this. Now you want it. You still on you're on a website. You came here to get some dick. Why y'all don't tell the truth? A lot of y'all are driven for dick, and y'all don't make proper decisions because dick overwhelms you to the point you can't really make good decisions because you, huh? Oh,
Jodo too, Jodo.
Not wanting to do what everybody else is doing. Do what you want to do. Live how you want to live. Kick it how you kick it. That's what makes you different. Because the world is a whole bunch of followers, bro. That's what people do.
Yeah.
They follow people. I never been a follower, so I understand how people like to follow people. Like I'm the type of nigga lead a motherfucker. Like you gonna have to come fuck with me.
Yeah.
I'm not following y'all.
Come on.
If you fuck with me, it's because you fucking with my campaign. I never followed.
Exactly.
So if you gonna follow motherfuckers out here and you want to be different, just don't follow them. Go that way.
Come on. Now, when it comes to a relationship, you know, Erin Wright, she still is confused. What is it that you're so confused about? You told me to go to the next question, but you still like you still are confused.
Cause he literally just said what I said, but that's why I'm fine.
She
Go
did not
ahead.
say that.
He said,
Alexis.
I'm a leader, right? And if you don't want to be that, go the opposite direction. It's supposed to be in you, right? That's literally, I just said it's in a nigga.
Man,
you don't
she
have
know
to teach a
something I'm
nigga.
telling you.
Okay, so this is my question then.
She don't know what she talking about.
You just said if somebody comes to me and I say, hey, go this way, that's you telling a nigga to go this way
No, you
because he's
said-
following after a nigga that's different.
Baby girl, you just said you gotta be in you for you to be different. That's what you said.
I said
It
you
has
can't
to be
teach.
in you
Yes.
for you to be different.
You have
And
to
it doesn't-
understand that
and it
you are
doesn't
different and you're not
necessarily
born the
has to
same
be
way.
in you for you to be different. Like you can be different without it being in you. You can be a lame and still be different.
Thank you. Boy, that's y'all ain't understanding. We have so many motherfucking issues we need to address, and we can't get to none of them because we constantly bickering with a bitch behind some she think or feel about some shit that ain't goddamn got nothing to do with her. When Gip said this shit the other day. We gotta stop entertaining ourselves about what the fuck they got going on. Why the fuck we always putting ourselves in some other folk shit? That's what I be screaming to y'all like.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy
Always
B
wanna
Hot Radio Shout in, stepping in the building. I got an 8 time.
Y'all want to put us in everybody else shit.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout in, stepping in the building. I got an 8-town legend and icon and a friend and family member to the show off in this thing. Big Gip, what's good with it, boss?
What's happening, man?
Man, feeling good at this thing, Gip. I mean, you know, the election just happened. I'm going to get straight to it,
Yeah.
man. I mean, how do you feel about the turnout and what's going on now?
I feel like the election was great. It was a great experience just to be able to watch everybody go through their emotional ups and downs about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can look at it critical from both sides because, you know, if you're gonna stay independent, in the state of Georgia, I'm a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
But outside the state of Georgia, I'm an independent.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know them people.
Exactly. I feel that.
But it's like, and you know, I got a lot of Republican friends, you know what I mean? So I just think that I just stay in the middle because of my teachings, but
Yeah.
at the same time, watching everybody go through what they going through about the actual situation in the actual election, I'm like, it was too many flaws in the game for for us to win on a national scale this time.
Yeah.
It was just too many things going on. You know, a lot of people got mad at Gil when I went and made the report. I did a post, man, when I was like, now, you take the man out the seat, but then the week before that, you said he was sharp. You said he was everything. He was on point.
Yeah.
So when I look at things like that, I'm like, okay, you told me he was right, but then when he embarrassed you, that's when you said, oh no, we ain't having it. We're gonna go and get him up out of here.
Yeah.
But then I'm supposed to still listen to the same folks that lied to me about how his condition was. That doesn't make sense and does not add up in my head.
Yeah.
Because if you'll sit there and lie to me a whole year about somebody's actual, you know, condition, then why should I believe you when you come back and tell me I'm here for you now? See that's politics. That's not being straight up and down. Seen one besides Queen. These folks that coming into office is not coming in with a mindset that we want to take care of everybody. You know, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, the women on here cussing the black man out, but they're not taking into account that 2 million black men locked up and 500,000 probably on paper. They still can't vote.
Yeah.
So that's 2.5 million people can't vote, period.
Yeah.
And then to say, and look at the numbers and say, well, as many black men as they could voted for her, all the women voted for her. But then when you look over here and you see the Latino community, they voted strictly for Trump. Now see, that's another conversation we as black people gotta have. Now see, in the South, we didn't grow up with the Latino community.
Yeah.
We grew up with black people and white people. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me personally, when I look across in other states and I see black people up here worried about who the Latino people voted for, I feel like that's not our business. That's not why is black people always trying to connect our struggle to somebody else's struggle? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Cause get what? Them same Latino people, you go to jail, you can't go over there and talk to them. You in the black part. They're in the Latino part. In jail, everybody's segregated. Well, why when we get out here on the street, the only one that ain't segregated or act segregated is black people? Cause when you look at the numbers from the actual election, everybody voted that way. So, black woman, you can't be out here trying to blame the black man. You can't do that. We are not in the control factor of where this election was gonna go anyway. And I got a question for y'all. You know, I got a question. If Obama had a white wife, would he be as popular as he was? And then you look at her and say, if your husband was black, would they like you the way you was? Seem like it's a problem. It's a problem with that because I'm not racist on no plane. I'm just saying it seems like it always got to be identity politics when it comes to us gaining power in the political spectrum. It always got to look like we with somebody else, not with just us.
Yeah.
That's the politics that I feel like the Democratic Party, you're going to lose people every year from here on out until you straight up and down say who you represent.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you just use our struggle and what the black people went through as a community and you put it on every other color. Every other color, every other minority, and you pull them in and we fight for their rights, but then the black folk don't get nothing at the end of it. But we always the face.
Can I talk? Gil. I don't know Gil. Gil got to be a few years older than me. Gil might be in his 50s. Might. I don't know Gil. These are the thoughts I've had I'm 42. I had these thoughts before I could actually vote, that within me, just seeing it for what it is, what this country is, the history of this country, there's nothing in me that made me believe that just because we as the people voted on something, that's what people behind the curtain, do they show them counting our votes? It's just a question. How do you take millions and millions of votes? How do you tally that? What is the actual system in which they use? Most people who vote don't know nothing, don't even think about that shit. They just think, I got my sticker. These are those in Georgia. That's the only place I ever been with the voting that I can remember. Probably Florida a few times, but mainly Georgia. They got their peach on. I voted today. I voted early. I did this. Like it's a fucking... And I mainly only see them on so-called black folk. Like it's some symbol of pride or some shit. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, nigga. They gave you a little sticker. Your big grown ass care about a sticker? There's no other time where a grown ass human being wears a sticker for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's gonna be a pen. It's gonna be a lapel. It's some shit that got multi-use to it. Stickers are for children. And that's the way I looked at it. If they'll give you a sticker after you do something that's so important and not a fucking medal, no paying you to be a great American, some type of reward, they give you niggas a little sticker. And nigga, at the daycare, they get bigger stickers and better stickers than that. Matter of fact, they get multiple stickers. You only get one, nigga. Stand in line all you want, nigga. You only get one. Well, I mailed mine in. Well, good job, nigga. You ain't even get no sticker, nigga. Or did you? Did they get your shit, lick and stamp some shit to you and say, here's your shit. Tell them you voted. Bitch ass niggas. You niggas is looked at as slaves and property to us. Fuck around and do something wrong, nigga. You a slave again. You break a law or ordinance, you a slave again, nigga. Give a fuck how much money you got. You can pay a white boy to help you get out. You can pay a white bail. You can pay a white judge. You can pay a white DA. You can pay a white motherfucker to help you. No matter what you niggas think you a part of, these white folks shit, man. These folks shit. I didn't believe a motherfucking second, not a moment in my motherfucking mind thought that lady was gonna win. I seen the campaign Trump was running. I seen the commercials they were running on that bitch. I'm not a nigga who even gon' vote, but just based off the shit that I seen, I wasn't gonna vote on her. When niggas was telling me she was locking niggas up, I'm done.
Out here for like I saw Joy Reid. She was on there talking about what wrong with you Latino people? Get what? They don't want to listen to what you goddamn talking about, bro.
Yep.
They don't listen to you. So why you even talking about who they voted for? That ain't your business. And I think that until black, I mean, David Banner said it best.
Mm-hmm.
He said we ain't gonna be as powerful as we need to be until we be as racist as everybody else when it comes to our politics.
Oh, he ain't lying.
Like I feel like that is just so real. You ain't got to be racist. Like I don't like this person, but now I can be racist about what I see my community and what I need for my community, and to be about that. Why do I have to join forces with somebody else and pull?
Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, 1982, Grady Memorial Hospital. At that time, lived out Bankhead, a little ways down from Bankhead Seafood. I think my family moved to the south side more about 89, 88 off Roosevelt Highway, College Park. My grandmother then went to Wells Avenue, which was on Riverdale Road at the time when it was a straight thing and not the curvature. There was 4 Waffle Houses off the Riverdale Road exit, you hear me? Williams, Seafood, and a Hess, McDonald's and shit. But anywho, there's parts of my city that are stuck in time, and I still ride through the city. I get on the train, I get on certain buses, and I just slow down and see life for what it is. And I would like to develop these areas. I would like the help of others to develop these areas to make, these communities better. No, I don't live here, and I don't have to. I just want to help people's lives. Every piece of land that's not serving a purpose, I want to serve purpose. What are the issues within this area? Talk to the people directly. Get a consensus of what's needed best, most. Go to my elected officials, go to those who have, because remember a term, with great power come great responsibility. If you are the motherfuckers who got the millions and billions of dollars, it is your responsibility to look after everybody else who ain't doing that. I'm the one who don't make millions. I don't even got thousands right now. And I want to do for everyone, not just my children, my family, yours, theirs, us, them. That's all it's about for me. We get caught up in all this back and forth with one another and what they got us in, but what Git was talking about, we ain't segregated enough to give a fuck about what's going on in our communities, because we don't fuck with each other, period, point blank. As a whole, we don't fuck with each other. We don't trust each other. We don't love each other. We don't want the best for each other.
And pull them into what I'm doing to make my situation valid. I think that's the reason why the Democratic Party outside of Georgia ain't the Democratic Party. It's a Democratic Party in Georgia, and then it's a Democratic Party nationally.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw during the election. And I just want to let people know, man, what's cool in New York and Los Angeles ain't gonna never be cool in the South. That shit gonna stop at Nevada. Some of that shit is not what we was raised on. Some of that shit is not what we have built our communities on. And we not, just cause it worked for you, we don't have to adopt it and put it over here and feel like it's gonna work for us. We don't come from a liberal state.
Yeah.
We come from a southern state. That means we from the Bible Belt.
Thanks.
Jesus run thing around here. Jesus.
Come on,
ain't nothing bigger than Jesus in the South. So I'm just saying, it's a lot of people that's coming and acting like they with you, but they only using your struggle to put it on theyself to make theyself more acceptable to what they feel like is something they can invest in. Because, you know, why should black people be worried about what the immigrants doing and what they not doing?
Facts. Facts.
They ain't came and took her back to Africa, and they ain't gonna take her back to Africa. And I'm looking at it like, hey man, why you got so much fear around here? Talking, man, they gonna come and snatch you out your house and your school, and they gonna throw it. They ain't got nothing to do with you. They ain't got nothing to do with you. So why is black people talking about what's gonna happen to somebody else's community? Cause guess what? Since George Floyd, the police still been killing black folks. So when y'all keep trying to sell me the 2025 or whatever that, man, that shit been going on.
Ooh.
That shit been going on.
Yeah.
It's been 2025. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Stop selling fear in the black community. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. Our kids is the most ruthless kids. Play with them.
Yeah.
They gonna go through it. They gonna go through you and everything beside you.
Come on.
So why should we walk around in fear anywhere in this United States acting like somebody gonna play with us? They ain't never played with us.
Come on.
So why right now, when it's election time, we supposed to just live in this, y'all want us to live in this fear, but y'all want a woman president. What you talking about? Nothing wrong with a woman president. Nothing. Hey man, if Michelle had ran, you wouldn't have had to come up with so many goddamn excuses.
Yep.
If Oprah really cared about leading her people, she would have took the job. She's that famous.
Yep.
So what's your excuse? So if you're not gonna give me the best and the most powerful, just don't give me somebody you want me to follow just cause that's who you got for the job. I ain't going for that one. You know what I mean? And I don't know nobody. I don't know no black Indian. Not like her. I don't know her. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying she wasn't right for the job. I'm just saying that the people that I know from California, they never spoke highly of her like that until time for election. So you can't erase people's history just because we got to figure out a way how to make people look good in the press.
Yeah.
That shit don't last because you know what happens? Exactly what y'all seen happen. Folk wasn't ready for the job.
Yeah.
One thing you can say about Obama, he never ran out of words.
At all.
He would put Trump right there, we can go. Put him right there, we can go. But with her, you act like we don't see all these provisions they trying to make for money. They don't talk to her too much. She can't do this too much. Come on, man. Whenever you do all that, that mean they ain't ready. You do not. I don't need questions that's already drawn up. Why I gotta go practice for something I've been doing for 3 years already? I'm the vice president. I'm supposed to know everything supposed to be going on. I sat there. You said you the last one in the meetings everywhere. Why you need so much help? That means you ain't ready. And black people gotta stop wanting to lower the bar just cause it look like us. That don't mean nothing. Anything can look like it, but that don't mean they represent you. And all I'm saying is, hey Georgia, they talking about she gonna run again. Boy, we better get Andre ready.
Yeah. I can see Drake going up through there.
I mean? You better get Andre ready.
Yeah.
Cause the rest of these people telling you they not going. And I don't know why y'all crying and doing all, they didn't vote Hillary Clinton in here, man.
Yeah.
Like, man, this still the United States.
Yeah.
So if it's still the United States, some things, some people are just not gonna agree with.
Yeah.
And you can't get upset with that. You gotta just look at it as this. King and queen always make it go green.
Come on now.
King and queen, man. 2 men don't make a baby. You know, and I'm just saying that with just like, if something don't work, it don't work. But you not going.
Let's talk about Mexico right now. Because right now, as I emphasized prior to the election, there was a ton of migrant caravans that were looking to come over here to the United States of America, right? And one of the weak links is Mexico. Now, if you've been rocking with the Millionaire Morning Show for any length of time, you know that I've also covered the Mexican election, who they've recently elected a woman. I think her name is Dr. Scheinbaum or something like that. Claudia Scheinbaum, if I'm not mistaken. If I get that wrong, forgive me. but they've recently elected the first female president over in Mexico. Now, the Trump administration is saying, we want Mexico to get a hold of what they got going on in their country, because what they do over there, because they are neighbor, is affecting what we do over here. It's similar to when you have a neighbor in your neighborhood. And one of the reasons why we've had HOAs is to start to regulate that. But we don't want to regulate you. We just want you to do the right thing, because when you take care of your lawn and you stop letting Pookie and Ray Ray come over and park on your lawn and playing loud music at night, then guess what? All of our properties rise in value. And so right now, Mexico is in a interesting space because they're trying to figure out how to approach this administration that is about to come in, considering that Trump has already said that he's going to be tough on illegal immigration into this country. Not legal migration, but illegal immigration into this country. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure that you tap into the Patreon, link is in the description, and get your tickets to come and kick it with me in Detroit. December 14th, it's going to be awesome. Let's go.
Trump's election victory left many Mexicans wondering just how much of his campaign threats could turn into real policies once he takes office in January.
It's a very complicated issue. As a Mexican, I feel that he throws these threats up in the air without really understanding who we are.
Anything Trump will do will affect us. When the United States does well, it does badly for us. And if the United States does poorly, it does worse for us. We need to keep our currency strong and hope for the best.
I'm going to immediately impose
On the campaign trail, Trump repeatedly promised punishing tariffs, massive migrant deportations, and even the far-fetched but alarming suggestion that he would send U.S. soldiers to fight drug cartels into Mexico's territory. And the threats alone can have real economic consequences. The Mexican peso fell against the dollar on Wednesday, which prompted the recently elected President Claudia Sheinbaum to try to reassure the country.
To all Mexicans, there is no reason for concern. To our fellow citizens, their families here, Mexican businesswomen and businessmen, there's absolutely no reason to worry. Mexico always moves forward. We are a free, independent, and sovereign country, and there will be a good relationship with the United States.
Some analysts believe that most of Trump's rhetoric is just that, and that the challenge for Sheinbaum's government will be to know which of Trump's threats may have substance.
I do clearly believe that these are going to stay in that sense of threats. And what I mean by that is like the several of the demands that he's asking or he's going to ask from the Mexican government, which implies migration issues, border control, border security issues, and drug-related items that in general the Mexican government is going to willingly comply in order to avoid any type of trade war moving forward.
During his first presidency, Trump made threats that were equally alarming, but in the end, the tariffs he imposed were limited and temporary, and while he did tear up a major trade deal that was then replaced by one that was acceptable for Mexico. Yet some here fear that this time Trump will be more radical, and that if politically convenient, he could upend the bilateral economic and security relationship that both countries depend on.